people that say things like this lets us know exactly who they are and what side they're on. Good day, everybody. Welcome to the channel Model Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith, your host. Appreciate you guys all checking out my podcast. I really do thank you for taking your time out of your day to do this. You could be anywhere else, but you decided to watch my channel, in which I greatly appreciate. Make sure you hit this right here so that this content can consistently be recommended to you and also help keeping it from being suppressed by the YouTube gods that be, because they don't like people like me speaking out and telling the truth. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. And last but not least, double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel, because it's a good chance that 50% of you watching right now are unsubscribed, okay? I lied. Then I said last but not least, so I forgot to add this part into here, and I got to start putting this in my other videos as well. If you have a cell phone, you need to go into your settings and turn on your notifications for YouTube. Although you already clicked the bell notification and put it to all notifications, YouTube is telling me that only 60,000 out of 400,000 people actually have their YouTube notification settings turned on in their phone. All right. So just want to put that out there. All right. So appreciate it, folks. Got to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is absolutely 100% a huge deal. And that's dealing with comments that was made by a band member from Jack Black, in which I've always liked Jack Black as an actor. Notice I just said as an actor. I've always liked his comedy. Definitely loved him in Mario. Peaches, 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 peaches. Come on, y'all. I always give credit where credit's due. I don't have to like a person's politics and things like that, but I definitely can absolutely 100% appreciate their artistry, okay? That being said, this is what I'm talking about right here. Tenacious D Australia concert postponed after Trump shooting joke, as local politician calls for a band to be deported. The comedy rock duo comprising of Jack Black, Kyle Gass, Gase, however you want to say that, made a bad taste joke about former president at a gig in Sydney on Sunday and postponed a concert in Newcastle on short notice. This says update. Shortly after this story published, Jack Black announced that the Tenacious D World Tour has been canceled, following comments from Kyle Gass, Gase, about Donald Trump that sparked global outrage. He said, "I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form." Free speech is free speech, folks, but you just have to deal with the consequences of that free speech. Now, I wouldn't encourage, like Jack Black said, I wouldn't encourage or condone anybody to do that. But you do have a right to free speech. But you're going to also have a right to those consequences that come with that free speech. It says an Australian politician has called for the comedy rock band Tenacious D, comprised of Jack Black and Kyle Gass, to be deported from the country after a comment a band member made about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. On Sunday, in the footage widely shared on social media, Tenacious D were on stage in Sydney when Black and a robot presented Gase with a birthday cake. In the clips, Black is heard saying, "Make a wish," to Gase. Jack Black told him, "Make a wish," who, before blowing out the candle, says, "Don't miss Trump next time," to laughter and applause from the Sydney crowd. Yep, right after. Now, guys, there's a such thing. I'm just being real. I get it, folks. I know there's an attack on comedy, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that in that case right there, and like I said, I'm all for free speech. You just got to deal with the consequences of that. Senator Ralph Babbitt, leader of the United Australia Party, took to social media on Monday night to demand that Tenacious D be deported for the bad taste joke. In a media release, Babbitt claimed Gass' comments were not a joke, and he called on Australia's immigration minister, Andrew Giles, to revoke their visas. Babbitt added, "Anything less than a deportation is an endorsement of the shooting and the attempted assassination of Donald J. Trump." Babbitt has previously decreed censorship In February, the senator was in the middle of a political firestorm in Australia for resharing graphic clips from a stabbing incident which the Australian government had ordered X, formerly Twitter, to take down due to the violent, distressing nature of the footage. After the Australian courts had reaffirmed an injunction against posting clips of the stabbing, a defiant Babbitt tweeted out the graphic footage of his X account twice. Without free speech, our nation would fall, he later tweeted. So some of you will look at this as being hypocritical. Him saying this and then post some on Twitter, you will look at that and say it's hypocritical, right? Which that's very well arguable. Very well arguable. You put out videos and things like that because you felt and you said out your mouth, without free speech, our nation would fall. Then you go after him for making this bad joke, bad taste. Guys, let's be real. Let's be real. There are people that are in comedy right now that the left try to cancel because of their jokes, whether it's funny to them or whether it's not. There are some people that's going to find it funny, guys. There are some people that's not going to find it funny. Me personally, it's a little too soon. It's a little too soon. Not something like that. That's a little too soon, friend. The fallout from the comment has seen Tenacious D postpone a short notice of their sold-out gig in Newcastle that was set for July 16. Frontier Touring, the company that is promoting the Tenacious D concert in Newcastle, posted a message to its Facebook page that said that the gig had been postponed. Ticket holders are asked to hold onto their ticket until further information is available. The post added no reason for the postponement was given. We know why it was given. Now, let me tell you something about this that makes this dangerous. Making a comment like that, good thing Jack Black came out and spoke out against it and said he doesn't condone that. Because what it does, it puts a target on them. Let's make this clear, folks. There are some lunatics on the right. There are some lunatics on the left. There is no reason why, because of our disagreements and what we feel and what we think that the country should go, and when it comes to policy, when it comes to morals and values, that it will lead you to want to try to absolutely 100% harm someone. That just shows me how weak you are as an individual. That because you are being intellectually beat in conversation, in principle, in morals and values, in religion, whatever you want to have it, that your next move is to want to try to physically harm somebody. That shows great weakness to me. It does. So by Jack Black coming out and speaking out against it, says he doesn't condone it, that's very good of him. But understand the danger that it puts him in, because there are some people on the right like, okay, y'all feel that way? Let's see what's getting ready to happen to y'all. Let's not do that. But I'm just telling y'all, there are individuals out there that may want to do something like this. So I have something that I'm going to pull up here, and hopefully it'll show up once I show you guys up here. Senator Ralph Babbitt, United Australia Party Senator for Victoria, media release, Tenacious D must be deported immediately, he said. Tenacious D should be immediately removed from the country after wishing for the assassination of Donald Trump at their Sydney concert, Senator Ralph Babbitt said today. Tenacious D member Kagaz, making a birthday wish, told concertgoers that he hoped the next person to shoot at Trump did not miss. I condemn in the strongest possible way to call to political violence by Tenacious D in Sydney on Sunday, the United Australia Party senator said. To advocate and or wish for the assassination of a president is egregious, disgusting, filthy, evil, and not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. This was not a joke. He was deadly serious when he wished for the death of the president. I call on the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese to join me in denouncing Tenacious D, Jack Black, and band member Kyle Gates, and I call on the Immigration Minister Andrew Giles to revoke their visas and deport them immediately. Anything less than deportation is an endorsement of the shooting and attempted assassination of Donald J. Trump, the 45th and soon-to-be 47th President of the United States. Australia wrongly locked up Novak, the tennis player, and deported him because he allegedly undermined public trust in vaccination, allowing Tenacious D to remain in Australia after calling for the death of a president is unthinkable, and it affirms the weakness of our current prime minister. After that, I got Jack Black says, I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans and for their support and understanding. Jack Black. So, ladies and gentlemen, look, listen to me. Any of these people out here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Twitter, YouTube, if it is in your heart to wish death upon somebody, that lets me know two things. You are not that smart and are easily brainwashed. Other thing is this: you are so easily manipulated by media. Media can portray a particular type of person to be who they want to be, and you will look at that and you will roll along with media and look at the response. All this stuff about President Trump being a threat to our democracy. He's going to be in here. He's going to come in and be a dictator. He said it's going to be a bloodbath. He's going to do. They know through this thing on tube that y'all are watching right now that you can easily be influenced. Some of you very easily weak-minded, feeble-minded, naive people, they know that there are individuals out there like you, like the guy that shot at Trump. They know that you guys can be easily manipulated, can easily be indoctrinated, can easily be programmed to carry out acts just like that. That says a lot about you, and you need to take some time to sit in a quiet room with no electronic devices and reflect on the way that you think. Because in any shape, form, or fashion, that something can get you to be completely vested in doing some harm to somebody up to the extent of actually taking a gun and trying to shoot them and kill them. You need prayer. You need Jesus. Seriously. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, Ty, you're saying, yes, I'm saying it flat out. If media can influence people to act a certain way, be a certain way, twerk out in the streets on top of police cars, violence, if they can influence them to do that, what makes you think they can influence people to hate another presidential candidate so much that they try to carry out violence against them? Hey, there's people on the right, they can't stand Joe Biden. They cannot stand President Biden at all. Some people wish that he would just, but nobody is saying it. They're not saying the situation where they want somebody to go and try to kill him. And if they are, they're in the same boat as the rest of you. They're in the same boat as the rest of you lunatics. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think on this. Do you think Australia made the right move to completely deport them? Do you think Jack Black did the right thing by canceling all their tours and holding off on any creative plans? Do you think that guy really meant that as a joke? Because they said the Australian crowd laughed. Do you think that he absolutely is getting what he deserves as a consequence to making such what people may feel is a distasteful joke? Do you feel the joke was too soon? Whatever the case may be, y'all let me know in the comment section, all right? Don't forget to do what y'all see in that visual right there as well. Making sure that you do that, hitting the subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up button because you like the content that I put out. If you want to see more, make sure you do that. Double check to make sure that you are subscribed again, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Let's see what y'all have to say on this. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.